Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Is it Zhyldyz?
Yes.
Oh, I got it right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so stoked that I got that right. How many people get that right?
Not so many.
Winning. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Great. Really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, so let's jump into it. Really happy to have you here, and I got a little bit of information about what you're doing with yoga. You want to just kind of tell me what you are doing and what your goals are, what your focuses are?
Yeah. I have actually. I came to the United States 9 months ago from Kyrgyzstan,
Mm,
and I was a yoga teacher there. But here I just was lost, and I didn't know what to do. And regarding not how to say, I have a language barrier,
mhm.
so I cannot say exactly what I need to say sometimes, and it makes some difficulties in my life. And I would like to teach yoga here, but I'm not sure if I can or not.
Mm,
And now I attend yoga teachers courses here
mm. So you are teaching yoga right now?
for Russian speaking people.
Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, there you go. That's one way to do it. Do you want to teach for American speaking people too?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a desire to do things online or mostly just in person or both or
Maybe both.
yeah? Which one would you prefer to lean toward more
Personally.
personally? Yeah. So
Mhm.
just like working at a yoga studio.
Yeah, or maybe some yoga retreats
Or
to,
fun.
yeah.
One thing that comes to mind is utilizing those things that you might consider a weakness or a downfall, right? Like, you being from another country, maybe you can bring some of your heritage, ways into the way that we practice here in the US. Maybe there's some sort of, storytelling you can do or perspective that you can give people or stylistic ways of doing the poses and just a way that makes you unique where someone leaves your class or when they're on an app deciding which class to go to, they're like, I want to go to Zhyldyz class because I know that I'm going to learn something, or I know that I'm going to get a little piece of inspiration from her culture or whatever it is, and actually utilizing that as a strength. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure because I think teachers here um, they have advantages,
Mhm.
and they are more developed in teaching than in my country.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if it works.
What about your personal experience? Is there anything that you can bring in from your personal experience that helps?
There are a lot of styles of yoga, and one of them is Bhakti Yoga, which is servants for the Lord,
Mhm.
and mantra chanting. Maybe that's gonna work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that people, especially those who have done yoga for a long time in the same place, the same modalities, would love to experience a different style of yoga.
Mm.
And if they're like, oh, yeah, I've never done bhakti yoga, what is that? Let me learn. That might be a definite way for you to leverage, your skills and what you do. What is really holding you back? Self belief, or is it like genuinely like a lack of opportunity or a strategy? What is the thing that's kind of like, if you're here and this is like your best case scenario of where you want to be, you thriving, you just doing everything that you really want to be doing and it all working the way you want it to work. What's in the middle here?
I think I underestimate myself. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of opportunities here in the USA, but
Hmm.
then there are more than in my country.
Hmm.
So it's just doubting in myself.
Do you ever use the like the reminders on your phone?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put a reminder that goes off repeated every day on your phone that says you are greater than you think you are.
Oh,
Will you
okay.
do that? Will you do that? Okay. Because I
Yeah,
would love
sure.
to take one of your yoga classes. Like you just seem like the type of energy that you bring is very like serene and calm and like grounding and peaceful, yet like sturdy. And so if I'm going to be taking a yoga class, I would love to be in the room with someone that has that energy and brings that energy, because a lot of people, as you know, go to yoga for exercise, but also for mental, support. And I think you can provide that. And I think you can provide that. It's just being reminded of that. And one of the beauties of being here on this planet is getting to overcome challenges and bettering ourselves. And I think that you have what it takes skill wise. And it's just a matter of putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to, get yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. And it's kind of like, jumping in the cold water. It's like you don't want to do it, but it's going to be fun once you do. So
Yeah, I know I can do it, but I'm not sure if people interested in it here, because what I see in many yoga studios, they just people are in some I don't know how to explain it. Is Sanskrit words that explain this kind of people, like they have energy,
mm,
like making money, always being busy,
mm,
and in Sanskrit it is called rajas. If they come to yoga class, they always want to be the best one, to make some headstands and handstands.
so this is from my perspective, a beautiful opportunity for you, because if you think about it, we're all, if you walk down the street when we're not all in quarantine, when you walk down the street and you see all these other people, it's like, I don't know about you, but I feel like, I'm focused on my weaknesses and strengths and thinking about my life. And sometimes you look at other people and you think they have it all together, but we're really all just kind of adult babies that are acting like we have it all figured out, right? And just walking around. And a lot of times, from my experience in life with myself and with others, if you're focused on making money and being the best, the reason is because underneath we all want love, right? We all want to be recognized. And if someone wants to be the best in class and do the best handstand or headstand, it's because they want to be recognized, because they want to feel connection, right? And you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I can tell. But you can be the person that walks in that room with all these people that are like, money, money, go, 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 be the best. And just start the class as normal, but then pepper in these little reminders to people that are undeniable truths, spiritual truths. And that, it's just like, even if you just say, a lot of us are money, money, go, 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 be the best, and that's okay. But also remember, in Sanskrit, there is this, and there's this teaching, and just remember to, always, whatever the teachings are, like stay centered in who you are, or remember to give the love that you want to receive, or whatever those things are that you're wanting to share with people. Because, the yoga really, from my experience, when I go to a class locally here, it's 90% or 95% just the movements, and then the instructor will pepper in a few things here and there that how they want to impact the people's minds. And so I think if a lot of people are just going to sign up for your class if you're at a yoga studio, or show up to a workshop or a retreat and see you, they're already there. They don't know who you are and make a judgment on who you are and then decide if they want to go to your class. They just go for the first time, and then after that they make a judgment on whether they want to go again. And so I think from the perspective of the yoga studio itself, as long as you just like do the work of knowing, like being confident and knowing what you can offer people, because you obviously can, and just saying, I'm gonna, even if it's uncomfortable, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tell the yoga studio, like, here's who I am, this is what I have to offer, this is what makes me unique, and just go for it. And even if on the inside you're like, I can't believe I'm doing this, they probably think that I'm completely a fraud, but you just keep your cool about it, or even just be authentic. Like, hey, I have a lot to offer, but I'm nervous about this because I feel like people, if you tell the person that might be bringing you into the yoga studio, that's really beautiful, to be vulnerable and to not just put on this front like everybody else does, like you have it all together, right? And then as far as the retreats and things like that, it's just about putting together a pitch, put together a presentation, right? Like in my program, I talk to people about how to create a pitch or a presentation that you can have at all times on your phone or in your purse or in your mind, where you're like, this is who I am, this is what I do, and it's just this thing that you have, this tool that you have moving forward, where you're like, if anyone ever wants to work with me, I have a little quick 60-second or 5-minute, whatever, presentation that really helps people understand what the value I bring to the world is. And if you can dial in on that, I mean, at the very least, if it didn't work at all, at least you would have that clarity within yourself of what you provide. But it will work. It's just a matter of time. Like, I feel like whenever we want to do something, it's always going to not work at first, because the world wants to, know that we really want it, right? And
Yes, right.
and again, I can tell these are all things that you already know, but just find it in yourself where you feel like this feels good, not the end result, right? Not like, when I get into the yoga studio I want, when I get the retreat, then I'll feel good. But like, how can I like really enjoy this process of exploration of what my value is and my self-worth, and reminding myself and having my phone remind me. And just doing that, because I see it. If you were local, I'd be right in there. I'd come to a yoga class and maybe have someone in the class that can help you, give you feedback or something. But I think you got it. Like, if it's just you standing in between you and happiness and what you really want to be doing and thriving, doing what you love, then that's great news, because you have full control over that, right?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. So what doesn't feel right yet out of what we're talking about? Like, what is still there that you're like, yeah, that sounds great, but when I get off this call, real life is back?
Now I feel like everything I want to do, I can do. Thanks to you.
Is there anything else like that you feel like, okay, now I feel I can do whatever I put my mind to, but I'm going to get off this phone call and maybe not do something? Or are you like, what is the next step? I'm not sure. Or do you know, like, are you confident about that? Like, is there anything else that we might be able to figure out in these last few minutes?
I don't think so, because you said about some fearing to do something, and when you have fear, you just do it and you see what's going on. And I think it is better to do than just to be in doubt and stay on the same point.
Yeah, like fail with grace, right?
Yeah.
Like, make mistakes and embrace them. But I think you got something, and I think that your English is a lot better than you think it is. People in the United States don't know any other language, so they're like, yeah, cool, you know our language, awesome. I hope that you actually really embrace that, and I hope that you stay in touch and let me know how things are going, because like, I really want to hear about you doing your next classes and finding your way, and maybe even memorizing what you want to say, not fully memorizing, but like, knowing what you're going to say, so that you're not in the class like, oh, do I know what that word is, right? Because I've noticed that a lot with people who English is their second language, is they have like this lack of self-confidence about it, but really they're doing fine. And so you don't want to be in your own head, and then you go in a downward spiral while you're up there trying to teach a class, but instead kind of have something to rely on, right? Like, okay, I have this thing that I memorized, these words that I want to use that kind of help you with more confidence about not fumbling in class. But it's great because in yoga, you can only just not say something for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Then we're done.
Yeah.
A little note sheet. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much. Please stay in touch. I hope this was valuable. Please put that reminder in your notes or in your phone, because it's very true. And if you just have that go off every day, you're greater than you think you are, then that might help. I know it helps me. So
thank you so much. It was so great to have this talk with you, and it gave me some power.
Thank you, Zhyldyz. Appreciate you so much. Cool. Where are you located?
In Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Next time I'm in Brooklyn, I'm going to give you a shout and I'm going to take a yoga class.
Oh. Okay.
Cool. All right. Be well.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll do. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that consultation. I do a lot of these consultations every single day, and I'll be posting them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media, LinkedIn, all the different places. So if you want a free consultation, text me at 310-807-1998. That's 310-807-1998. There's the phone number right there. And all you have to do is answer 2 simple questions. Question number 1, what is your thing? What is your goal? What is your dream? What is your focus? And then number 2 is, how can I help you? What strategies do you need help with? What brainstorming do you need help with? Maybe there's a challenge or an issue that you're facing, and I would love to jump on a call with you and help you if I can. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this process. For more, feel free to visit nathen.tv. That's my website right there. I have an online course. I have other options and ways that I can help you there as well if you're in a position to do that. Feel free to chat with me at any time. Thanks so much. Text me or go to the website. We'll chat soon. Thanks.